Hoot Gibson was one of the biggest silent cowboy film stars.
He was born Edmund Richard Gibson in Tacoma, Nebraska. But when he was 7 years old, his family moved out to California. He worked with horses his whole life. And as a teen, he started competing in rodeos. His nickname, Hoot Owl, was eventually shortened to Hoot because he worked at the Owl drugstore as a bike messenger. He did do some films as a stuntman, his first film being Pride on the Range, but he made most of his living in his early years as a champion bucking bronco star. After World War II, he went back to doing stunts in movies, and he worked alongside another fellow named, what was that, Tom Mix. But by 1921, cowboy pictures were all the rage, and he was picked up to star, and he was second only to his buddy Tom Mix. He worked with an up-and-coming director named John Ford, and he forged a relationship that was personal and working for the rest of his life. Talkies came along and he transitioned beautifully. He even had his own comic book. But when the singing cowboys came along, like Roy Rogers and Gene Autry, his fame waned. But due to a bunch of bad business investments, high living, and 3 wives, he had to take a bunch of odd jobs, including being a greeter at a casino. But don't worry about old Hoot, because his 4th wife was 30 years his junior and a championship yodeler.
Hats off to you, Hoot.
This is Todd Pickering from the cornfields of Nebraska. I will see you next week in Hollywood. Which way's California?